For many budget PC gamers, there's often little thought put into peripherals such as keyboards, mouse, and of course monitors. Sure, if you're buying a more expensive rig, you may decide to buy a high-end fancy monitor, but let me tell you, if you've ever used a poor quality keyboard and mouse and had your hands cramp and the buttons just not be responsive, it's not a particularly great experience. We're going to be taking a sponsored look at the Ezu Z11 mechanical USB keyboard as well as the Deru A900 USB as well as wireless mouse. And these products are available on the website Bzfuture, and you can use the code RED to net yourself 15% off of these products along with lots of other hardware. But have they been any good to me during my testing? I'm going to start things out with the Z11 keyboard. This features a 61 key compact design and is available in several different key styles, allowing you to choose the right style of key for you. Do you prefer the lighter key presses, or more like me, tends to be heavy-handed? The keys are rated up to 50 million key presses, and there's also bundled alternative escape and space bars to adjust the aesthetic of the keyboard a little. Or alternatively, with the bundled key and switch puller, you are also free to totally change up the look and feel of the keyboard when needed, or have different feelings for different buttons. Let's say, for example, WASD. Again, this is a sponsored video, but I have been using the keyboard over the past several days, and it has taken me a little bit of time to get used to the smaller number of keys and the physical size versus a normal keyboard, which I've been using for, well, let's say way too long now, but I'd requested this size keyboard specifically for testing because I wanted to use it as a secondary keyboard for testing rigs. I've been using multiple full-size keyboards, and honestly they just eat up desk space like nobody's business. For this keyboard though, the feelings of the keys have been pretty tactile, they've been responsive, as well as the whole design being, yes, lightweight, but it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. Moving on to customization, you can customize the colors with 18 adjustable backlight modes and a custom light mode. You can easily switch to different colors or constant lights with just a few presses of keys. And you can also not only choose the color and speed of light, but the keyboard also offers brightness adjustments, which is great if you're playing in a darkened room. As for the Deru A900 USB and wireless mouse, it's sleek and lightweight design, weighing just 77 grams, and it takes just 15 minutes of fast charging via the 5-volt 1-amp USB-C cable. This allows 168 hours of usage time at peak. This is also basically averaging out to be 7 days at 2.4G mode or 25 days on Bluetooth. Obviously 2.4G is a lot more performant. The model we were sent here is the Starry Black model, which looks sleek and understated but feels relatively premium, especially given the price. There's also a model available in Moon White, and you can see the comparison photos from the website. The buttons are rated like the keyboard up to 50 million clicks, and with the 2.4G wireless technology capable of just 1 millisecond of latency. The mouse feels snappy and responsive, making the wireless mode feel just basically the same thing as wired. But if you do prefer wired, which for some reason I do, I don't know why, you can still use the bundled USB-C cable and use it just like any wired mouse ever. As for how the mouse feels, thanks to the POR 3370 optical sensor, it provides precise tracking of movement. This means the mouse won't trip up if you're making precise plays in whichever favourite game or doing creative work. Now, my hands are on the larger size, as you probably can tell, but it still feels quite comfortable with this mouse. There are also, like any decent gaming mouse, variable DPI rates all the way down from 400 up to the stars. So if you are interested in these products or just want to have a look at the website in general, then you can of course use the links in the video description. And again, if you use the coupon code RED, you will receive 15% off of your order, and this is site-wide for various pieces of hardware. Now, I do get that sponsored videos are kind of a pain in the butt, however they are just the reality of YouTube, what with ad revenue and all of that stuff, and I don't really want to keep pushing Patreon and stuff like that with you guys. So I'd prefer to put out the odd sponsored video here or there, and hopefully one of these products or one of the others on the website will be of use. But outside of this video, I do have a couple of very interesting exclusives which are coming up, and we're going to be talking a lot more about the PS5 Pro and some other very interesting stuff as well. I'm just doing a little bit more due diligence before I put those videos out. I was hoping to get one of them up today. Unfortunately, I got a last minute conflicting piece of information. Tends to happen, so I decided just to delay it because, again, I'd rather be as accurate as possible with these things. Anyway, thanks very much for sticking with us, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing day. Bye for now. If you're running a copy of Windows 10 which isn't activated, of course, not only do you have to worry about the missing customization options, but there's also that annoying Windows desktop watermark reminding you to activate. Today's video is sponsored by WhoKeys.com, and they have an excellent price on Windows 10 Professional as well as Home keys. Yeah, and they also of course sell games. I've bought a few Windows 10 keys with my own personal account to test everything was legit and worked in preparation for this sponsored video. You can pick up one of their keys for 25% off using the coupon code RGT in the checkout. There's links to their website in the video description. Also, if you're building a few systems, there's bundles available too. Again, you can check out WhoKeys.com and use the coupon code RGT for 25% off the listed Windows 10 key prices.